Hello everyone, this is Pamela with Dream Knits here on YouTube. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Just want to say hi to everyone. And if you like the video, please press the like button and subscribe. So today is February the 21st. Friday, January the 21st. I'm ready for February already. So, since my last video, I've been very busy, sick, and busy again. So the past couple of weeks since I made my last video, I've decided to pick up a lot of whips and work through them. Right now, I'm in my sewing area. I want to try to work down a lot of the stuff that I have accumulated over the years and finally get them finished, fully finished, but I haven't fully finished anything yet, but I'm working there. Well, I have gotten some, but I'll show you. So if you haven't already know, or if you don't know, I'm a very crafty person. I will sit at the sewing machine and forget all track of time and be late for work because I'm still in the machine, or be up to, like my son said, Mama, you're up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sewing, when I don't have anything to do or not working. So I've been sitting here the last couple of days after I feel good because I've been sick. But I'm fine now. But I've been sitting in here. I decided to pick up some quilting and finish some projects. And one is back here. I'll start with quilts. As everybody knows, I like to do crafts. So knitting, cross stitch, crochet, I do some of that. What's this? Knitting, crochet. I picked up embroidery last year and I haven't finished any of that. I like to heart anger, cross stitch, and quilting. I'm still a newbie at quilting, so forgive me for all those pros out there because I'm still working my kinks out of learning. This is my, I say new sewing machine. This is my baby. I've got it 2 years ago, I've noticed, and going to be 2 years this year in May. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Janome Sewist 725S. Anyway, this is my sewing machine. So I have it sitting here. I found this table was given to me, and I love it because it's big enough that I could put a quilt at the other end or my cutting board, so it's big enough. So anyway, I rearranged my sewing area in the dining room to accommodate me now because I felt like I was just claustrophobic, and now I've got a big area with my sewing machine. I put my design board up here because it was in the laundry room, which was never being used, so I brought it in here and actually finished a quilt that's underneath this. This is what I think they call an afterthought quilt, or I just pieced stuff up for the backing. So this is a backing of a quilt that I finished the top on this week. Actually yesterday, 2 days ago, I finished the top, and then yesterday I did the backing for it, and then but let me pull it back and I'll show you. Get my ironing board out of the way. So if you can notice, the colors are purple and yellow. This quilt I made for someone who their high school colors was purple and yellow, or purple and gold. So I decided to make a log cabin quilt, and this is the first time I made a log cabin, so here it is. You see? So there's my quilt. I did it in a chevron zigzag with the yellow, and then the purples is going another zigzag, but it's kind of like to be background and the yellow pop out, or vice versa. But and then I used yellow and purple for the border, 2 borders, and I'm thinking it should be a size of a full-size bed because it's not big enough for my queen size bed, and it's too big to be a throw. With this, let me pull it back and I'll show you. Up here, the blocks up here. Now this is my mistake because, well, I wouldn't say mistake, but I'll tell you. When I have to learn to finish something before putting it away and picking it back up months later. Because this top 3 rows, 3.5 rows was done. And then I stopped, then came back. And when I did this, my 1/4 inch is different, I believe. So the blocks on the bottom were smaller when I had it on my design board. The blocks on the bottom was a smidge smaller. So my quilt was going like, phew. And I was like, no, this can't happen. So I rearranged the blocks and finagled it, you know, fixed it. And it looks good now. And I really love it. And I hope the recipient loves it. But I got to quilt it next. So that's a project for the next coming weeks, is I want to get it all quilted up. I'm not good at free motion yet, so I decided to get my walking foot out and do walking foot quilting. This one I bought for my sewing machine from the retailer that I bought my sewing machine from. So I'm going to put that on there. I do have a walking foot, a free motion foot that I bought for it, but I'm not got the rhythm down for it yet. So I've been studying online, trying to figure out what kind of pattern that I want to do on the quilting so far. Excuse me. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of pattern to do. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Something that would do with the walking foot, because I just want to do straight line quilting on it. I did know I have Crafty account where I watched a class with I'm sorry, I don't remember the lady's name. It's Jacqueline Gurin or something like that. She's got a book out called Walk, and then another one that just came out not too long ago, Walk 2.0. I really want to get these books, but right now I can't afford it. So I really want to invest in getting those 2 walking foot books. But it won't be for now, but later. I want to get it and study it and watch more of her videos. So besides this one that I've worked on, which I'm very proud of, because this is about like the biggest quilt I've ever made. So next to me I have a rolling cart that I keep my notions on, but I'm going to pull it out and show you what some stuff I need to quilt up. So this one right here, these are just flimsies, pops, that I've pieced together, and I'm ready to do the quilting on it. But because of me not being knowledgeable of quilting and with the free motion quilts and free motion quilting or walking foot, it's been sitting there for about a year waiting. This one is from the Jolly Bar book, Volume 2. I got from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I was following Pat Sloan, and she's got a YouTube video, and she did a quilt along with this, and I do believe Fat Quarter Shop did too, because I think that's where the pattern come from. So I made this one with the fabrics. Sorry, thought I had everything. Canning Day fabrics, a Jolly Bar. So here's the top for this one that I got to quilt. So let's see if I can back up some more and stand up. Oh, the light might be blowing it. But there's bear claws, spools, hearts, and the arrows, flying geese. Then there's butterflies and more bear claws. So hopefully you can see it on there. Sorry. But that's the quilt top that I finished out of that book. It's a sample of all the blocks in the book, or some of them, not all of them. And then I'm planning to do it in, let me sit down. Then I bought backing fabric for it. Trying to pull it out of the bag. I thought this gingham or plaid, whatever you want to call it, would look good. And it's a light, very light green, pale green color. And I thought those two would go good together for a backing. And I may, if I have enough, bind it, but I'm not sure. No, I got binding in here. I've already made my binding strips out of the white. So all that is just ready to quilt. I cannot take it to a long armor because one, I don't know one, and two, I can't afford that. So as soon as I get my bearings of quilting, I will get that done. Next one. Now this one is something I started out when I first wanted to learn how to quilt. And I kind of bunched it up, messed it up, then redone it and pulled it apart, and I'm still not satisfied with it, which I think I need to make it bigger. And I was thinking of a baby quilt or crib quilt, so I think I need to add more border to it. Hold on. I got some more orange for it because it's got orange in it. Let's see if I can open it up. This is just from out of my head. I didn't follow no pattern for it. But it's some fabric that I got at Walmart. And I think these were jelly roll strips. And I sewed them together and turned the blocks. And then put this border on it, and then took the rest of the fabric that I had, because I had messed up something I was working on. So I ripped it all apart and then just added on as another border. So I'm thinking, I got some more orange left. I don't know if I was thinking of putting it on the back or what. Or I might just make another border around with the orange that I have left, and then find some other, maybe some flannel, because I do have some flannel in my stash that I might could piece together for a backing maybe. So, but that's something new that I need to work on next. Okay, next is So I wanted to practice quilting, so I bought a while back some panel pieces, and I still got a couple of more in my stash, but I pulled this one out, and I was supposed to have done it last month, and I didn't get around to it, but I did cut it, and it's put together. Keep dropping stuff. Hold on. So I had to buy the backing because I didn't have anything to match the front. So I bought this snowflake fabric for backing, and I'm going to make a wall hanging out of this one. So I was going to practice my free motion quilting with this one. So it was just a panel that I bought. I'm not sure if I'm going to add more to it. I think I'm just going to leave it like this, but I may add another border to it if I have enough of this fabric left, but I doubt it. No, I don't think I'll have enough left, but it would have been cute as a border, but I don't have any more left of it, and I might just use it for the bonding. So that one's that one that I got in my cart. And then today, I got up and I was like, I need to finish another whip, a piecing that I need to piece together. So I said, well, Pam, just get in there and pull the box out that I had it stored in. And, sorry, I'm trying to put that back in there. Just pull it out and sew a couple of blocks and put it away, and just a little bit every day. I pulled it out and made 5 blocks and decided I might as well piece it all together and make a top. This is going to be a wall hanging, and before I did it with it was a sew along with Pat Sloan's YouTube channel. So that's when I started it. I decided I was gonna, it was a Arfill Spools quilt, and I decided to finish the blocks today. I was having so much fun, I decided to finish the whole quilt top. And then I had this fabric. I bought some, I went to the thrift store and bought curtains, valances, and for $4, and I was like, I'll just tear it up, get the fabric out of it, and make something with it. So I needed a border for this, and I decided to use the border in this fabric. When I pulled this valance out, it was so long, and I was like, well, that's plenty of fabric for the outside border and then the backing. I could do backing out of it. So when I started to rip this valance, this curtain apart, then I realized I felt so bad. It was somebody's homemade valance because it still had the salvages to it. They just left the salvage on, folded it, sewed it up. It was really good valance, you know. I thought it was store-bought. But, yeah, it was homemade. And I was like, oh, man, now I really don't want to do it, you know, because it was homemade. So I was like, no, I really want this fabric, and I'm using it for my project. So I did cut it up, and I just got it together. I don't have any batting or anything. But I got the backing, and I got it together, sandwiched without a batting. So let me see if I can get it in my hand. So here it is. My spools, my Arfill spools. You can see. So there's my spools. I got one empty. I put a 2-inch border here, or 2.5, and another 2.5 border of the flower fabric that I found at the thrift store. And then the backing will be the flower, which nobody will see the backing, but it's the same print. So all I have to do now is quilt this one. So I have put together 1, 2. This is going to be a wall hanging. That's going to be a quilt. So two things finished, and then I put together that panel, but I still need to quilt everything. So I did get this one, 2 projects finished until piecing finished. So all I have to do now is quilt. Excuse me, I keep saying trying to figure out what else to show you while we're sitting in my sewing area. I have been making some project bags and decided that about September last year, Jasmine had mentioned, Mama, since you like making the project bags for knitting and cross stitching for yourself to use, well, why don't you put some online to sell and open an Etsy shop? So I decided to open an Etsy shop. When I first opened it up, I called it Butterfly Queens Company. So this past couple of weeks, I decided to change the name to StitcheryFromMyHeart. And it's on Etsy. If anybody's interested, please go check it out. I do want to show some of the stuff that's in the shop. So give me a few minutes. I got to go pick it up. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, it took me a minute. So, I made some bags, and I was going to show you some of the bags that I made. So, here is a bag with peacocks on it. The back. And then, the inside is a bohemian fabric. I have a project bag, a hexie. I did the hexie forms and then sewed them all together and quilted it. And in the back is blue jean fabric. The inside is a print. And it's a good size for a shawl. Maybe 1 or 2 balls, depending. I'll show a few. I won't show a lot. Now this is a new one that I put up. Horses. Wild horses. And on the back. Then I have wood. Same as the accent piece. This one is a notions bag. I pieced all that and quilted it. I wasn't sure if anybody would like it. You know, it was just something me messing with. Gingham fabric on the inside. But it's a thin one to put notions in. Here's one. I think these are poppies. But some floral print with the striping. Rickrack. Same on the back. Same as the accent. Alright. Vintage forest. Same on the back. I love this one. This one is just the cutest fabric. The inside has wood. I think I had one that had Christmas trees in it, but I think that's the one I sold already. Here's another one with the quilted patchwork with gingham. Gingham on the back. And then blue on the inside. good for cross-stitching projects. Here's another Christmas one with these little pom-pom things on it. The back. The inside. And then I have a couple of these. Work rack. Inside is the white snowflake. Next is the red snowman. Red on the inside. The backing. Alright. Then I got some more with the vintage forest. There's the trees. The trees on the inside of it. The backing is the vintage forest. Alright. I still have Christmas bags and Halloween bags. Or I meant to say Halloween, not Christmas. But this one has white on the inside. They're box cut. I've got a couple of these. It's tan on the inside. I have this one. Jasmine loved this fabric. This was her favorite fabric. And she picked the inside fabric. Kind of Halloween look. But she likes that one. I like this one. And I've got a couple of sizes of this one left. Yeah. And I can't remember what fabric I have in this one. Let me look. It's the same stripe. This one, this is quilted and wood on the inside. Alright. These are some more knitting bags. And I won't show all of this, but I got this style and this style. Back has the same. The inside is just white. Should be on both of them. I have sunflower and strawberries. Strawberries, I believe, is yellow. Yellow. Sunflowers is yellow. So they're both yellow. More Halloween. I got a whole bunch of this fall print. Let's see. I think they're all medium bags. Fall print on both sides. Cream color on the inside. So that is all I have for bags of different kinds. So that's all I've been working on my quilting and sewing here lately. I will make another video and talk about my cross-stitching update. So hopefully I'll see you soon with a cross-stitching update. If you have any questions, please let me know. Comment below. What have you been doing? Have you been catching up with all your whips in your crafts? Please let me know. Please talk about it below in the comments. And I hope to see you next time. Have a good stitchy day. Bye.